Hey guys, my name is Tashana. Welcome to Pretty and Litty. I'm your host, and I have my guests Demina and Steve with me. And today we're here to bring you some really good and interesting topics, and hopefully you tune in and you like it, and you share, and you subscribe, all that. Okay, so to get started, we're going to talk about men today and disrespect, the normalizing of it. So I feel like it's become normal for people to call a woman out of her name even if they're in a relationship with them. So I've heard, like, you know, for example, let's go to point one, right? So even romantic songs, the men will say, oh my bitch, or oh my hoe. And this is supposed to be a lovey-dovey, I love you song, but you're calling your woman a hoe or a bitch. So I don't get it. I don't get why it's accepted. I don't get why the women accept it. Another thing. Offset and Cardi B, okay? There was a video and I tried for my life to find it, but he was holding her and he was like, oh, my hoe is expensive. Get you an expensive hoe. And she was just sitting there like taking it. Like it didn't bother her.
She herself calls herself a hoe. So she's like very embodies the wholeness. And to these hood, I feel like the hood people are like, they glorify. As long as he's claiming her in some sense of the word, she's okay with it. Like she's okay with being called a hoe. She's okay with being his bitch. Like, to me, that's just not okay. But we normalize it. This is just the society we live in nowadays. I feel like it has to do with like lack of parenting, lack of values that we put into them, lack of morals. So, you know, it's just what popular culture is now.
So that's music. What do you have to say about that?
I agree, Demina. I think it's a breakdown, just generally, just overall, in the expectations and the standards that have been set on, I guess, in society as a whole. I feel that just, I wouldn't say so much a moral breakdown, but I guess that,
it's become the culture.
I guess the expectations, exactly, yeah. And like what's accepted, and like rather it be like a young woman's, I guess being okay with being called the B word, or it's just to the point, like just past it being accepted, as in like if she would hear that and it wouldn't even just spark any outrage, or the N word, like for example, too, like you know, the desensitization of that, like the desensitization of like, all right, the blending of the line between what love is and what sex is. Like, you know, again, too, it's just been a total, like, just a breakdown in just society, just in general. I guess I'm not surprised in, like, the disrespect which is displayed, and I guess, like, the verbal expressions, because there's just been a lot of breakdown in just, I guess, boundaries and the standards and the expectations in general.
So another point I had, right? The video, did you watch the video? You saw the video.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to link the video at the bottom, and if I can't, I'm going to try to put it in the video itself. And if I can't, I'll try to link it at the bottom.
Of course I watched the video.
So, you can talk about what you, basically the video, you'll see below, but the video is of a man on the train with a woman, and he's with his pregnant girlfriend, and she put her hand on the pole in front of his girlfriend, I'm assuming, and he was livid, and he was threatening to fight her, and everybody on the train put his hand in her face.
To kill her. He said, I will kill you. My whole point is, it's just like, why is it that serious? Like, hypothetically speaking, like, say she did put her hand in front of his baby mother, it could have been an accident. It could have been many reasons. It's a crowded train. So she's just trying to grab on so she doesn't fall. You know what I'm saying? So instead of having these perspectives and giving people the benefit of the doubt these days, people just automatically just go to the worst. Like, she's trying to disrespect your baby mother. How? Like, she's trying to hold on to a pole in a public area. Like, y'all are not in a private car. Y'all not getting driven by a chauffeur. You're on public transportation. So a person has a right to put her hand wherever she wants to put it. She didn't disrespect your baby mother. Like, and that's why you want to just try to go off and like disrespect this woman on a train. And
while
to
your
me,
woman is there. That's what I'm saying.
That's what got me.
Like, even like women, it's like a woman will see, like this is what I was saying, like Chris Brown, he went at Karuchi crazy on Instagram, right? And that was his ex. This is somebody he's supposed to have loved. Now, me seeing that, he's creative, he's an amazing artist. If I was like famous, I would work with him. However, I would never date him because I see what you do when you're in a relationship. I see the disrespect you display when you're out of that relationship. And it's like, and this is someone you say that you loved. Yeah. And it's just become I could never, and people are having babies by these type of men knowing who they are beforehand. You know what I mean? Like, you see that this is how he behaves. And you decided to procreate with this person.
I agree. And I feel like for her to be the girl in the situation and then his woman in the situation, for you to see him to react to another woman in that sense, what is stopping him to ever get to that point with you?
Exactly.
If you ever make him mad to that extent, or whatever the case is, what makes you think that you wouldn't just be, the situation would be flipped and you would be in that same woman's situation? It's just crazy that you could allow it. She's even like trying to, she was trying to, I would say, diffuse the situation, but then she starts coming at the woman. Like, in the day, your man should be body. Like, they was, I feel like they were, the woman and him were both equally wrong, but the way he went about it, the way he made it escalate to the point where it's like, oh, we're fighting now, or I'm ready to put my hands on you, or I'm ready to kill you. Like, this is a woman that you're talking to. Like, it's not that serious. And my point is, it could easily be his baby mother that he's doing that to. Oh, because you're fighting for her as your pregnant baby mom, that's why I don't want her to be disrespected. No, if you could disrespect a woman like that, you could disrespect anyone like that. Like, period. You see how as soon as he's that worst thought, he's not that real quiet. Stop saying yeah. Because I just feel like just the men in general these days are just becoming more and more I'm sorry to say it, but like they are becoming more feminine like.
Did you hear?
Sorry, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
You said that?
I guess if you're in the video, there's several responses in which can be made. One, I guess it goes earlier too. It's been obviously like it's a breakdown in society which has taken place. One, okay, there was just so much wrong with that video, but like I guess it just one. You heard the lady, the young woman's response. She said, "Just shut up and just take it. If you say something bad."
Right. He's gonna say something bad.
Probably already beating her.
So,
yo, that ass.
So which already lets you know
you're
the
right.
pathology
I
of
think
that
about
young
that.
woman, which means her head is just to accept it and not to say anything. To let you know she either and she might already just get ready like just get abused or like it's definitely verbal, like it's definitely some verbal abuse going on, not physical or some type of that relationship right there. Two, again, like I just don't want to go. I guess, forgive me too, I guess, audience members. I just don't want to just say, like, self-worth too. But again, too, what I say, like what we allow and understand is, like, she feels a sense of pride, or like she feels like, it's okay that this young man is acting out that character and just acting wild in the train. And he's saying, oh, young, put your hand in front of this phone, my baby mother, and all that, and what is a baby mother? Like, honestly, like, even that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not my woman.
And just connecting that
right.
to the earlier, or what we just said, like, the breakdown of society of what we allow and what's okay.
We're okay with the scraps these days. We're okay with the bare minimum.
Yeah, right. You know, like, what is a baby mother? Like, honestly, and then, like, my next question will be, like, how many does he have? Is there more? He really cared about you too.
But do you see that the fact that he went to the lengths that he went to just so-called protect his baby mother, who eventually got in the way, harm's way?
Who you swung on,
right?
Who you probably swung on in general. And I guess again, just bringing it to my third point, which I was going to just connect to. I guess again, priorities, standards, or what we just even allow, what's acceptable. Like I understand, like. Everybody has stories and there's circumstances and there's stuff, but I feel like there's always has been. And I feel like on my generations before, and I'm not saying just like 150 years ago, I'm thinking about literally like a generation or two or three before, like these people weren't like multi-millionaires, but like they family plan. So again, I'm just trying to say, especially with this individual, and this is why I'm painting this picture. If you're gonna be that guy and say, I don't want, like put their hands as my baby mother or the crowd train the pole and all that too. One, I would ask you, sir, why is your baby mother
on the train
or anybody's public transportation anyway?
Right.
And why is she not driving the car?
If that's how you feel about it.
If that's how you feel, like why haven't you provided that? Like why haven't you provided for your family to not have to be or that crowd train in that predicament? If this is if this is your standard or below your standard. Two, like if you're gonna scrimp on the train or public train or times like it's like this, like if she a baby mother and there's so much I'm tried. Is there a marriage license? Did you marry this woman with so much pride?
Always be your baby mama. Right.
Did you buy that woman a home? Did you buy your kid a home? Is there a college fund set up for that kid already? Like are you coming home every 2 weeks, and like you put something to the side, or you say like, you know, are you being a productive parent, spouse? Or you can't be. You know how I know? Because you're strapping on that
Exactly.
train.
All the energy you put into being ignorant and not allowing the disrespect of your baby mother, you should have been putting it into everything that you just did.
You know, I'm just saying priorities are what we doing things. So I'm just saying, come on, we gotta, as a cohesive unit, as a community.
But that's what I mean. No man, like I feel like if I was a man on that train around that woman, it would not have gotten that far.
Yes.
And some men are scared to take a beating because they think they don't want to step up because they're like, if it's just me and this man can take me, then I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah.
And then, but if it was more than one man, he would not react though. He would not be behaving that way.
Please.
Listen, it could have been my brother alone on the train, and he would by himself would have tried to diffuse that.
Because that's crazy disrespectful.
Quickly jump in to save the woman because no.
And that's what I mean to go back to my brother. Like, yes, to be fair, he cheated on a lot of his girlfriends. However, and that's disrespectful in his own right. However, he has never called them out of their name. That's one thing they cannot say. They cannot say he was verbally abusive to me. He was physically abusive to me, because he is not. He was not even that he wasn't raised that way. He just has that respect for women. And that's what I feel like we're losing with our generation. Respect for women in general, for the person who gave birth to a whole human being. The woman provides everything. I mean, not everything, okay. Not everything, but everything. Like, we give birth to a whole entire person.
And let's be honest too. Not even just give life too, but let's be 100 and 150% or 200%. But who keep the community just going? Literally, like, the sisters keep the community going. Like, if you look at parent teacher conference night, like if you go to the church, like if you go to any holiday, like if it's like a Thanksgiving meal, if you go like the Christmas events, if you go to Kwanzaa events, like if you go to summertime camps, like it literally is. Even if you look at the civil rights movement, and shout out to King, it was written by the men. And the sisters got the tempo going on. Like honestly, like come on, like if you look at the church meetings and you look at the organizer rallies and look at Sister Rose, like the spark of the movement. Literally the spark of the movement who got like the national attention. You know, the sister.
Right.
And when Dr. King was going, like, who kept his memory alive?
His daughter and wife.
Coretta, Bernice.
Okay.
And look at Sister Michelle, which came in the clutch, like who got the rock elected? Like on some like, I mean like, you know, who came to the community and said, he good. He us. He got us. So like, you know, again, so like I see a whole bunch, like when I saw that video, I saw a whole bunch, like, it was a whole bunch in that video. Like, you know, not just the incident that was going on. That video said just so much, there's so much. And it's just like, sheesh, like, we have a lot to address. But
yeah, you do.
That's why we have this show with T.
Pretty and Litty.
So I think that was all I wanted to discuss. And really, like, the fact that the reason why I feel like they're continuing to behave this way is because they keep continuing to get people to be with them. No one's checking them. Their friends aren't checking them. Their girls and their wives, they aren't checking them. I feel like if you lost out on a good woman because of your disrespect, and then you couldn't even get another good woman because she knew about your disrespect, maybe you would stop being disrespectful. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, somebody needs to enough people need to check a person before a person feels like, all right, maybe I need to chill. Like, because if it's just one person going back and forth with you, you're going to be like, F her.
Yeah.
So what?
There's no
I don't care. Nobody else seems to think that anything is wrong with what I'm doing, so F it.
Yeah.
So I feel like more women need to set the bar a lot higher. And more men, even for people who have people in their circles, set your bar a lot higher for the people that you want around you. And especially men, because that's who, if they feel like they could do it around their boys, and we both men, and they not saying nothing, I must be okay. I must be doing the right thing. You have nobody telling you. So that was my take on the topic.
Yeah. Not only is there no repercussions behind their actions, whether it's their friends or the women that they are dealing with, there's also nobody guiding them to be men, to teach them what a man is, how to respect women, how to just have their regular, gentleman-like behaviors. Like there's no one there to teach them that. That's just the society we live in. That's just the youth we have these days.
Hey everyone, we have returned from our little break, and we are now going to talk about Steve's topic, which is turning wokeness into political action and grassroots organizing. Please give us a little bit more details on what that means exactly. No, you can go ahead. That's right. Place the glass down with force. No, I'm
Sorry.
joking.
Can you repeat the question?
Your topic. Can you please explain, give us a little bit more detail. What do you mean by those things? Like,
Okay.
how is it possible?
Alright, so today's topic basically I wanted to address. It's 2018 and everybody's woke. And I feel like that's great. We're woke. The wokeness is the year of the wokeness. And I think that's great. And I like everybody's engaged and aware, involved. Everybody's understanding about what's going on in the world. But with this I guess with the wokeness, I guess I'm trying to just harness it and just make sure it's more it's used in a productive manner and not just hashtagged and tweeted
And then forgot about.
Putting it as a fad. Fads are very. One day they're in, the next day they're out. So if they see everybody else doing it, then
exactly.
that's what they want to do.
And an example that I'll use is not and this is actually like I guess right now related to wokeness, but something I always use. I remember like 2-3 years ago, and everybody was doing a Bring Back Our Girls campaign with the pound sign, Bring Back Our Girls.
Never seen it since.
Those the Chibok, like the girls for 300 and I believe other like a few weeks ago they got like 40 more of them, but it's still like there's still they only rescued like 210 or like 205, and this is going on like the 5th year, and there was still there was over 300 kidnapped. And to be frank, that was just that incident. Like there's thousands kidnapped all over Nigeria, but by Boko Haram. So it's just like but is anybody talking about that still? And that's when I say like we could be woke, but let's just try to harness the energy and let's try to build a movement behind it, and let's be productive.
So continuing it, keeping it going, not just like for a moment.
Right. Problem with humans in general, whether it's woke people or not, it's just short-term memory and the fact that things only transpire in our minds for a short period of time, and then shortly after that we forget about it. So that's the biggest thing. Like when it's happening right then and there, it's a main deal, big deal, something that we're focusing on. But slowly, a week or so later, less talk happens. 2 weeks later, even less talk happens, and so on and so forth. So it's just like, how do you keep that alive? How do you keep that everywhere?
Right. So can you provide a solution? Like how?
Yes, I definitely can. Or I guess a few. I would just encourage people to I guess one, two. I guess you should think about 2 or 3 of these issues which really speak to you. And I guess I would say grind your gears or get you going. And something just to think about. It could be the school to prison pipeline. It could be gentrification. It could be like access to affordable housing, free healthcare, student debt. It's just I guess the list goes on. Clean water.
Exactly.
Shout out
Because
to
they still
people
don't
that
have it. But
Yeah. Sister?
they still don't have it. I just feel like how the hell can people forget about this shit? That people still don't have clean water. That's still crazy.
Everything is short term with us. Like, remember things for a short period of time, and after that.
But why? Do you think it's kind of like a desensitization? Like this happened, okay, it's happening, whatever. A lot of people's mindset though is like it doesn't apply to me, and until it applies to them, they don't care.
Definitely another part of it.
They don't care until it happens to them. Like,
And this is the thing I feel like, but I guess people don't really stop to think, but it actually does affect them on just an everyday just level. And I'll say it like this. I just listed a few different topics, and I guess I'll try to connect a few in under 60 seconds. If you're living in a community and you don't like what's going on, if you're getting gentrified out and you can't afford to live there, and you're having trouble paying for your health care, and you have a problem paying off student loans.
you're getting shot by police.
Shot by the local police department, you getting harassed, stopped and frisked, you can't food deserts, there's no unhealthy foods around. Just in general, honestly, I just want you to stop. And I know it sounds just cheesy, but like even Barack said it too. Literally, if you see something wrong and it's really getting you upset, he said you grab a clipboard and you get some signatures. And like honestly, it takes 1,500 signatures to run a campaign, or I'm saying for like a local board. So honestly, if you don't like the city councilman, run against him. And I know like it's hard, you saying with the funds and the money, but I'll just say if we can all come out this weekend and we can spend $450 million.
Bottles in the club or whatever the case.
Or $450 million for Black Panther this weekend.
Not even just that. If you spend your money and put money towards things like stupid stuff.
That's
like
true.
I said, bottles in the club.
That's true.
Put it towards something that has meaning. You know what I'm saying? Something that will actually affect
a lot of people don't want to though. They don't want to, like, for the people who don't believe in government and period, they don't even want to spend their time doing that because they're like, it doesn't matter anyway. But it would matter if we had the numbers to back us. That's the thing. Because I'm not a big person, you know, I don't really like the government, I don't really like politics. However, I do understand the power in the numbers. Like, that's something you cannot deny. You can't deny a person who has enough support, who has enough backing.
I mean,
you can, but
you remember when Bernie Sanders, when he was running last year, and how he's you saw all the money he raised? Oh.
Yeah. No, keep on.
Oh, and you saw the money he raised, and then he turned around, and the average contribution was $7.
And he raised like $1 million, right? Something like that?
Millions. Like millions. Like to be frank, I think the Hillary Clinton campaign, he spent $1 billion to go against.
And she's still
Donald Trump. So like, and Bernie Sanders, I think they spent on like 700 or 600 million. So literally, just think about that. So I'm just saying, even if you're one of the people who say, oh, I'm still gonna get my bottle, or I'm still gonna go to the movies, or I'm still gonna do whatever, cool. Like you do all of that.
They're gonna buy this Gucci belt, even though Gucci don't give a about me.
All of that. You don't get your lotto ticket. I'm just saying. I'm not even asking for the $7. I'm asking for 3. And you just put 3 to somebody local. And like to be frank too, if you're the type of person who's saying, I'm through with like government, or I don't like people who are already in there, they've been there for years and ain't do nothing, that's precisely the point I'm trying to make. If somebody in your community, most likely under 30, or they just turned 30, who is saying, I'm trying to run and change this. Give your 3 to them, to their campaign. They need the $3. And if they had your $3 and your $3 and your $3 and your $3 and your $3, it could work. And especially like in New York City, we do matching funds. So.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, New York City is one of the few. There's a few like cities around the country, but New York City is one of the places that do matching funds. So like, if you raise $50,000, the taxpayers they match that fund, and they get 50 too. I mean, whether you. You don't like government. You sure participated, sis. So
go into it.
You better choose it.
Right.
You better direct it. But oh yeah, get involved, people. Get involved, and please do not forget to click on the bottom of that screen to that subscribe button. Pretty and Litty.
Pretty and Litty. We're all pretty. We're all Litty.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please click the like, subscribe, please share, please. We're trying to get as many people involved in these conversations as possible. And tune in.
Feedback. We also want feedback.
Feedback. We do want comments. Nice comments. Constructive criticism. Don't be mean.
Coming straight to you from the kingdom of Wakanda.
Wakanda. Okay. All right.
Hello. Bye guys.